Welcome to the Depth Dive. Today we're diving into artificial intelligence.
Yep.
A topic that's, well, it's gone from sci-fi to pretty much part of our daily digital lives, hasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's everywhere. Chatbots, fraud detection systems.
Right, even helping write code. It really feels like AI is just popping up all over the place.
But it's definitely reshaping things.
It is. It's a game changer. So we want to kind of unravel what it means for you, the IT professional listening in.
Makes sense.
Okay, let's unpack this, our mission today. A clear, no-nonsense look at AI. We're drawing from AI Explained, a primer for IT professionals. We want to clarify what AI actually means, how it works at a high level, and really why it matters if you're in IT.
Right.
So by the end of this deep dive, you should have a really solid grasp on how AI is impacting your world, like right now.
And, what's fascinating here is that understanding AI, it's more than just knowing the buzzwords. It's really about getting the fundamental shift it represents for, well, the whole IT landscape.
Yeah.
And preparing for a future that's kind of already unfolding.
It feels like that sometimes.
This isn't just theory, it's practical knowledge.
Yeah.
Stuff that helps you adapt, maybe even thrive.
Okay, so lay out the journey for us. How are we tackling this?
Okay, so first we'll clarify what AI actually is. Define key bits like machine learning, deep learning.
Got it. The basics.
Then we'll walk through its operational pipeline. It's surprisingly straightforward, actually, how these systems work.
Okay.
After that, we'll dive into why it's so critical, its practical uses for IT pros. Think automation, cloud services, productivity boosts.
Right, the real world stuff.
Exactly. And finally, we'll try and clear up some common myths, misconceptions that often cloud the picture around AI.
Sounds good.
It should give you a complete, sort of actionable understanding by the end.
Fantastic. So let's jump right in. The core question. What is artificial intelligence? Because you hear the term all the time.
Yeah.
But getting a clear definition, especially for IT folks, is key. One useful way to think about it is AI as a field in computer science, focused on building systems that can do tasks that, well, normally need human intelligence.
Right, like understanding language, seeing patterns.
Exactly. Recognizing patterns in data, making complex decisions. Basically, computers stepping into roles that used to be just for us.
Yeah, and when you start talking AI, you almost immediately hit machine learning and deep learning.
Right, those always come up.
And they're not totally separate things. They're key branches within AI, all connected.
Okay.
Machine learning, for instance, that's about teaching systems to learn directly from data. So instead of coding every single rule...
Like the old way.
Exactly. You give it data, you give it algorithms, and the system itself figures out the rules. It builds a model that gets better with more data.
That's a massive shift from traditional programming, isn't it?
Huge.
It's like instead of giving a kid a giant rule book for everything, you just let them have experiences and they learn from those.
That's a great analogy.
And then there's deep learning. That's where it gets even more, I guess, sophisticated.
You could say that, yeah. Deep learning is a specific type of machine learning. It uses these things called layered neural networks.
Inspired by the brain, right?
Kind of, yeah. Inspired by the structure of the human brain. And this layered structure lets them tackle incredibly complex tasks, things that simpler machine learning models might just struggle with.
Like what?
Think really accurate image recognition or understanding the nuances in human speech. Really complex patterns.
So it's like giving that learning kid a much more powerful sort of intuitive brain for certain kinds of learning.
That's a good way to put it. And to make this shift clear, think about spam filters.
Okay.
An old school one might have had manually coded rules, keywords like Nigerian prince or specific blocked senders.
Right, I remember those. If it matched, bam, spam folder.
That's rule-based. But a modern spam filter doesn't need you to update rules all the time.
Yeah.
It learns from millions, maybe billions of emails. It spots complex patterns in language, sender habits, links, attachments, stuff that signals spam.
And it keeps learning.
Constantly adapting, gets better over time without you giving it explicit instructions. That's the key.
And that adaptive learning, that getting better from data, that's really the core difference AI brings.
Precisely.
It's not just following orders, it's like evolving its own understanding. Okay, that makes sense.
It's a fundamental shift.
So understanding what AI is, that sets us up nicely for the next big question.
Yeah.
How does it actually work?
Right.
It sounds complicated, but you mentioned the operational pipeline is actually quite simple, often broken down into 3 steps.
Indeed. At its core, yeah, the pipeline is pretty straightforward. You don't need a PhD in math to get the gist.
Good.
So step 1, absolutely foundational, data.
Data.
AI systems are incredibly hungry for it. They need massive amounts of information. Could be structured, like database records.
Or unstructured.
Exactly. Text, documents, images, audio, video, all that stuff. This data is the raw fuel for the AI engine.
Okay.
And the quantity, absolutely critical. Garbage in, garbage out still applies. Poor data means poor AI performance.
Makes sense. Without good data, the AI is basically flying blind. It's the essential first ingredient.
Totally.
And once you have that mountain of quality data, what's next? Step 2 is training.
Correct. Training. This is where the heavy computation happens.
Yeah.
Algorithms sift through all that data, working really hard to learn patterns, find correlations, understand the underlying structures within it.
So it's like the AI's intense study, period.
You could think of it that way, yeah. It's trying to make sense of everything it's seen, building its understanding, creating its internal knowledge model.
Got it. Data in, then training on that data. And the third step?
That's inference. This is where the AI actually does something useful.
Puts the learning to work.
Exactly. Once the AI is trained, once it's learned those patterns, it can apply that knowledge to new stuff, inputs it's never seen before.
Okay.
It uses its training to make predictions or classifications or decisions.
Can you give an example?
Sure. If it was trained on, say, historical sales data, it could then infer future sales trends based on current conditions.
Okay.
Or if it learned to identify objects in photos, it could then look at a brand new photo and identify the objects in that picture, all without having seen that specific input during training.
Right. To make that even clearer, let's use an analogy. I think IT pros will get this one.
Okay.
Imagine a new IT trainee joins your team. First day, they don't know much, right?
Pretty much nothing usually.
They shadow you. They spend hours reading system logs, watching how you troubleshoot, observing every single step you take to fix something. That's their data collection.
Just absorbing information.
Exactly. Just taking it all in.
Okay, I see where you're going. Then, over time, that trainee starts to practice, but maybe under supervision.
Right. You give them a simple ticket, watch them, guide them, correct their mistakes. They're applying what they observed, getting better slowly through practice. That's the training phase in our analogy.
They're learning the problem-solving patterns, building their own mental model of how things work, gaining experience.
Precisely. And eventually, after enough shadowing and supervised work,
they get good.
Yeah. That trainee gets to a point where they can handle tickets on their own. Diagnose problems, implement fixes, maybe even spot issues before they happen without you looking over their shoulder.
That's the inference stage.
Exactly. Taking new, incoming problems and applying their learned expertise to predict outcomes and solve them.
That whole process, data collection, training, inference, it mirrors the AI pipeline perfectly.
Yeah, with data being that critical initial experience, just like for the trainee, it's a great way to visualize it.
It really is. And that analogy, it highlights that AI isn't some magic black box.
No.
It's a structured learning process. And understanding this basic workflow is vital because it directly informs why AI matters so much for IT professionals.
Right. For you listening, AI isn't just some abstract concept talked about in meetings.
No, it's a tool, a powerful one.
It's becoming a tangible tool that can actually revolutionize your day-to-day work in your organization's operations.
That's the key takeaway. It's a tool for you.
Right. And one of the most immediate impacts, I think, for IT pros is automation.
Definitely.
Think about the insane volume of system logs generated daily. Way more than any human could possibly review.
Impossible.
AI can analyze those logs incredibly fast, spot anomalies, potential issues, way before they blow up into critical problems.
It can even predict outages, right? Based on subtle patterns in system behavior that we'd probably miss.
Exactly. Patterns invisible to us. And for help desks, AI can route tickets intelligently to the right team, or even suggest solutions based on the user's description. That speeds things up massively.
Huge efficiency gains there. And beyond just automation, look at cloud services.
Ah, yes, the cloud integration.
AI's presence there is making it incredibly accessible. You don't need to be a machine learning PhD anymore to use powerful AI.
Which is great news.
Platforms like Azure Cognitive Services, AWS SageMaker, Google Vertex AI, they put sophisticated AI tools right into your hands.
So you can use them without building from scratch.
Pretty much. You can integrate pre-built models, or even custom ones, for tasks like natural language processing, computer vision, predictive analytics. Plug them right into your apps and workflows.
That really democratizes AI, doesn't it? It makes it practical for more IT teams.
It does. It lowers the barrier to entry significantly.
And let's not forget the huge boost AI gives to productivity. This might be the most immediate personal benefit for individual IT pros.
You mean things like AI co-pilots?
Exactly. AI co-pilots can now write code snippets for you, generate config files just from a plain English description.
Even draft documentation.
Yeah, even create comprehensive documentation. Imagine the time saved when an AI can draft that script you need or spin up a boilerplate config for a new server.
That frees you up to focus on higher level stuff. Architectural decisions, complex problem solving.
Precisely. It's not about replacing your job. It's about amplifying what you can do, accelerating your output.
And that leads to a really crucial message about the future here.
Mm-hmm.
AI will not replace IT professionals. That's a vital distinction that often gets lost in all the hype and fear.
That's so important to hear.
Instead of seeing AI as competition, think of it as a powerful new colleague, a set of tools that dramatically expands your capabilities.
I like that framing, a powerful colleague. And that brings us nicely to tackling some common misconceptions.
Yeah, there are a few big ones.
Because with all this potential, myths definitely pop up. First off, AI isn't magic.
Right. It can feel like magic sometimes.
It can, like it just conjures answers out of nowhere, but nope, it's grounded in statistics, massive computing power, and like we keep saying, tons of data.
No wizards involved. It's applied computer science, just at a very advanced level.
Okay, good. No magic. What's another big misconception?
That AI has human-level intelligence, artificial general intelligence, or AGI.
Like,
Well, maybe not that dramatic, but yeah, the idea of conscious, generally intelligent AI. Current AI is not that.
okay.
It's inherently narrow, specialized, task-specific.
Meaning?
Well, a chess AI might be brilliant at chess, but it can't drive a car or, write a symphony.
Right.
An image recognition AI is great at spotting cats in pictures, but it can't debate philosophy. It excels in its defined box, but lacks that broad common sense and cognitive flexibility humans have.
So it's smart, but only at specific things, not generally intelligent like us.
Exactly.
Not yet, anyway.
And this leads back to that crucial point about jobs, the fear that AI will take all IT jobs.
The reality is it won't. It will transform them.
That's the key word, transform, not eliminate.
Right. It's a critical distinction for everyone in IT. Instead of just wiping out roles, we'll see roles evolve and new skills become much more valuable.
So it's an evolution, not an extinction event.
Precisely. It's an evolution, not a threat if you adapt.
So what skills become more valuable in this evolved landscape? Well, the landscape is already shifting. Skills like data literacy are becoming even more essential. Understanding how to interpret data, manage it, leverage it effectively.
Makes sense given AI runs on data.
Then there's automation design. The ability to creatively figure out which processes AI can enhance or even take over completely and then implement that.
So designing how AI fits into the workflow.
Exactly. And maybe surprisingly, prompt engineering is emerging as a really powerful skill.
Prompt engineering. Explain that.
It's basically the art and science of asking the right questions, crafting the most effective instructions for AI models to get the specific, high-quality results you need.
So knowing how to talk to the AI to get the best out of it.
You got it. It sounds simple, but it's becoming incredibly valuable. These are areas where IT pros can really build expertise and ensure they stay relevant.
Okay, so let's try and wrap this up. What does all this mean for you, the listener, the IT pro tuning in? Let's recap those aha moments.
Good idea.
At its core, artificial intelligence. It's fundamentally about computers learning from huge amounts of data.
Right. Learning to do tasks that usually need human intelligence.
And getting smarter, more adaptive as they learn more. It's about learning, not just following rigid rules.
That's the essence.
And remember that simple pipeline. Data comes in.
Algorithms train on that data, learning patterns.
And then inference happens, where the AI applies its learning to new situations, makes predictions.
Just like that IT trainee we talked about. Observing, practicing, then handling new challenges competently.
Yeah, that analogy really sticks. And we saw how AI isn't just abstract for IT pros, it's a real tool.
A game-changing tool.
It boosts automation significantly, makes powerful cloud AI services way more accessible.
And ramps up productivity with things like AI co-pilots for coding, configs, documentation.
Freeing you up for more complex, high-value work.
Exactly. Now, connecting this to the bigger picture,
Yeah.
it's crucial to remember AI is not magic.
No wizards.
It's based on stats, computing power, and data. And it's not human-level intelligence. It's narrow, specialized, task-specific.
And critically.
Critically, AI will not take all IT jobs.
Let's repeat that.
AI will not replace IT professionals. That's probably the most crucial takeaway.
But, and this is the big but, IT professionals who learn how to use AI will replace those who don't.
That's the provocative truth of it. Think about that for a second.
Yeah, let that sink in.
So this really raises an important question for you listening right now. How can you start integrating AI thinking, AI tools, into your own role? Where does it fit?
Good question.
Think about your work. What parts involve pattern recognition, data analysis, repetitive tasks? Those might be prime areas for AI enhancements.
Start identifying opportunities.
Exactly. And really focus on building those increasingly valuable skills we mentioned. Data literacy, automation design, and yes, prompt engineering.
The landscape is evolving.
It is. The challenge now isn't just to passively understand AI, it's to actively engage with it. Leverage its power.
So the final thought is?
Start exploring. Start experimenting. Don't wait. The future of IT, and honestly, your role within it, really depends on how you adapt to this AI revolution.